In 1833, the port of Calcutta simmered in tropical heat. British colonists lined the docks, fanning themselves beneath parasols, when a cargo ship from Boston arrived. But this ship carried no tea, no textiles. It carried ice. 180 tons of crystal-clear blocks carved from frozen New England ponds. It had travelled 16,000 miles across the equator and survived. A crowd gathered, stunned. Ice in India. It was the first time many had seen frozen water. To them, it was magic. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, my friends. From ancient Persian ice engineering to the rise of a global ice trade empire, to ice's role in war and crisis, and even how we've harnessed it with refrigeration, ice has quietly shaped human civilization in ways you might not expect. But before we dive into these frosty tales, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. You won't want to miss any of our chilling stories ahead. Now let's journey back in time. The human desire to control ice began long before industrial trade. In ancient Persia, over 2,000 years ago, engineers built giant domes called yakhchāls, wind-catching passive refrigerators. Using night temperatures and clever insulation, they made and stored ice in desert summers. In China's Zhou dynasty, around 600 BCE, entire bureaucracies were created just to manage royal ice. These officials harvested winter ice and stored it in subterranean chambers. Receiving an ice ticket from the emperor was a mark of favor. And in Rome, Emperor Nero sent runners up snowy mountains to fetch snow, which was mixed with honey and fruit, early sorbet, reserved for the powerful. Across continents, ice became a luxury of kings, a tool of status and climate defiance. Fast forward to the 1800s. Frederick Tudor, a 20-year-old Bostonian, had an idea that seemed absurd: harvest ice from frozen lakes and sell it to the tropics. His first shipment to the Caribbean melted before arrival. He lost everything, but he persisted. By insulating the holes with sawdust and packing ice in dense blocks, he cracked the logistics of exporting winter. Soon Tudor wasn't just selling ice, he was shaping a global industry. New England's frozen ponds became the source of chilled drinks in Havana, ice cream in Rio, and butter storage in Bombay. By 1856, over 150,000 tons of ice left Boston annually. Ice turned into infrastructure. It changed how cities functioned. Ice wagons became a daily ritual. Breweries, meat packers, and hospitals all depended on its steady supply. But ice didn't just support industry, it shaped history. In 1941, Nazi forces encircled Leningrad. Millions trapped, food gone, hope fading. Then came a desperate solution: cross a frozen lake. Soviet engineers built a road over Lake Ladoga's ice, 30 kilometers of cracking shell-ridden frozen lifeline. Trucks braved artillery and creaking fissures, delivering flour, fuel, medicine. And when the lake thawed, barges took over. It became known as the Road of Life. Hundreds of years earlier, in 1242, Prince Alexander Nevsky lured the Teutonic Knights onto another frozen lake. Pipus. The heavily armoured knights advanced until the ice cracked. Many drowned. It's a battle immortalised in Russian folklore. Ice deciding the victor. For thousands of years we fought to control ice. Now we're fighting to keep it. Glaciers recede, permafrost thaws. Ice, once humanity's great tool, is vanishing, and with it entire ways of life. The story of ice is the story of civilization. It's the unsung scaffolding of empires, cities, rituals, and revolutions. Perhaps the most important things in history are not loud, they're cold and quiet. Ice holds memory, and it's melting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's keep history alive, one story at a time. Cheers!